What is up, everybody? It is I, your coach, Melanie Black, and the news, am I right? It's freaking crazy. Today is the seventh day of 2021, and wow, just wow, all the things. But hey, you could easily be watching this in the future, in the past, and that statement would still be true, am I right? The news can be bonkers, and I am the type of person where I simultaneously know that too much exposure to things that I can't actually do anything about is maybe not great for my mental health, but at the same time, I don't want to be uninformed. I don't want to go live under a rock. I don't want to just not know what's going on. Sure, they say ignorance is bliss, but I want to see, right? Even if there's nothing I can do about it, I still want to know what's going on. So how do I reconcile these two things? The fact that I want to know what's going on and the fact that I am very conscientious of my mental and physical health. Well, guess what, boys and girls? I have got a life hack for you today, and it couldn't come at a better time, not only because the news is crazy, but also it is wrapping up the first week of January, which means that you are probably already flailing with your New Year's resolutions. Now, if you are having difficulty with your New Year's resolutions, I recommend doing SMART goals. You can go back and look at the New Year's resolutions video I've made on that, resolutions 2021. But beyond all of the good planning, all of the because planning is wonderful. Making those resolutions, making those SMART goals, having all the planning is wonderful. But what about all of the stuff that we are already doing habitually? How can we make that work for us rather than against us? So here's what I want you to remember when you're watching the news, when you get those push notifications on your phone and you're like, what? You are going to get some kind of physiological response to the information you are receiving. Watching stuff burn, watching people riot, watching things happening in the world around you, there is a part of you in your brain that can't separate the fact that you're not actually there, that you're not part of what that thing is happening. You feel what's going on. You feel a visceral kind of emotion attached to what is going on, even if it really has nothing to do with your daily life. So you get a physical reaction from taking in this information. So what you do with that can mean the difference between distress and useful stress, okay? Actually putting that stress to use in a way that is beneficial for your health, beneficial for your body, and beneficial for your brain. So the next time you watch the news, you feel that stress, get up and get physically active. Your body's going to have some kind of fight or flight response. It's going to have some kind of stress reaction to the information you're receiving. And what the body would want to do naturally in a situation like that is act, right? If you are receiving distressing information and you deliberately do not act, in other words, sitting around and just reading it and not doing anything, you are sending the message to your body that you're hiding, that you are sheltering, that you are reducing, right? This will in turn work to lower your metabolism, will set a cascade of stress hormones through your body that is much more useful for people who are bunkering down. And the body will respond by, if you do this enough, if your response to stress is to do nothing, what your body says is, oh, we better hold on to fat, we better hold on to calories because we are bunkering down, we don't know how long this is going to take. Whereas if your reaction to stress is to get up, to move, to do vigorous physical activity, to work up a sweat, your body's going to say, oh, something's happening and we can do something about it by being physical. We better give this body the resources it needs, aka the calories it needs, aka pulling the calories out of storage it needs to think clearly and to be physically active. So this will not only improve your mental clarity, but it will also improve your physical body. You will have better body composition, lower body fat percentage. You will have better muscle gains if you can redirect yourself anytime you take in stressful information or exciting information, right? Because sometimes we watch the news because it's exciting, because there's part of us that knows that, hey, we don't have to have responsibility for X, Y, and Z things. So depending on the type of news you're going to take in, and depending on what demographic you are in and where you are in the world, the news might be very, very upsetting. It might make you sad. It might make you angry. It might make you just excited. But all of these things, the best, most correct way you can respond to them to simultaneously meet your goals and be able to keep being informed and not have your body turn into this weird little ball of stress hibernation calorie storing machine, is to, when you watch the news, physically get up and move, physically react to it. Even if it's something as silly as like getting up and like jumping up and down, or going for a quick jog, or even yelling, like, like vocalizing, right? So having some kind of physical response and not just quietly absorbing whatever it is that's coming our way, doing the reaction that allows you to physically express your stress response will ultimately have more benefits, not only for your mental health, but your physical health as well. It will help you reach your goals, and you don't have to feel guilty about like getting information that you can't actually do anything with, right? Now, I like to stay informed, and when there is something I can actually do about something, I will. But let's be honest, so many of us are just caught up in the daily struggle of trying to, keep alive, keep our families going. We can't go out solving all the problems in the world that we hear about, but we don't want to be not informed. So that is my life hack, my New Year's tip for you. Use the news to not only get a better workout in, but also as motivation, right? Anytime you're listening to the news, if you know that you can have either a positive or a negative outcome physically and mentally in your body from absorbing that information, go for the positive, go for movement, choose movement every time, and you will be better for it in 2021, because boy howdy, things are looking up in a lot of ways. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited about a lot of things that are going to happen, happen in 2021. But it's going to be a wild ride potentially. So get ready to use the news, use that stress response, and have some fun with fun. Are we having fun with it? At least have a good outcome with it, right? Okay, go ahead and pop your questions in the comments down below, and I will get to them on a future video. If you're not yet a member of the Nerd Gym, you can join at www.thenerdgym.com. And I would like to know, do you watch the news? Why do you watch the news? Does it stress you out a lot? Does it make you excited? Tell me about your news consumption habits. Do you watch on a network or on YouTube here? Do you use an app to push notifications to you? What are your news viewing habits, folks? All right, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.